Last time on Dice Funk.
And these thick stone nubs.
Okay, those are obviously fingers. Let's get out of here now.
Get the hell on my back, because I'm faster than the two of you.
He emits a friendly chuckle as he approaches you with an extended hand, introducing himself as Gillet, bartender, amateur philosopher, and occasionally mayor.
So I have my disguise on, and I reach out my hand and I shake his and I say, "Hello, my name is Filet Mignon. This is my wife Jayne and our daughter Anne. We come from Pottsylvania."
A kitchen hand, a man in an apron with a very crude hand-fashioned eye patch, and says, "Don't go to the school."
Well, when Anne leveled up to level 3, I actually took that level in Ranger. At level 1, you get to pick a favored enemy, and after our embarrassing encounter with the undead in which I fled, I have chosen undead as my favorite enemy.
But you all do wind up finally get to sleep, and have nightmares!
Oh, great.
Filet Mignon's name is not Filet Mignon. It's actually Rinaldo. A bunch of things have been happening to us, and I feel really bad about lying.
"Can I make you some breakfast?" she says.
Oh my god, I don't trust them at all.
It's like you have a photo album of your favorite spells, and every night you open your photo album and go, "Oh, that's a good one. Yeah."
You basically have to set up your mixtape for today. That's how that works.
It's too bad no one's a wizard, because then you can go around trying to show people your spellbook and telling them to check out your mixtape.
Well, gee, if we had a fourth player.
I mean, I was just gonna talk about that, actually.
Oh yeah, a wizard is a really easy class to start off on, Johnny.
Well, I was thinking, we could get him in on this, but he's all like, "Nah, I don't want to do it," and stuff.
Well, if he doesn't want to do it, never mind.
No, okay, because at dinner, he literally said to me, "I have +5 charisma and a +20 stabby thing."
It sounds like he's messing with you.
That's what I call it.
Hey, I thought she was gonna do other work, and then I was gonna fill in for her. But I guess, D&D's got this worse rule. You can't do that. You can't. Come on TV shows, characters step out all the time. Just say she had to do some question, I don't know.
Oh boy. All right.
That better be staying in the show.
Yeah, we need that. We need a cameo for these things. That's how it works.
Mordor, but I'm pretty sure that's another science fiction.
That's a separate universe.
Okay.
Wait, is Mordor actually in this universe? You haven't actually said.
I'm kind of loosely basing this campaign around Forgotten Realms. That's
okay.
Didn't say no. Didn't say no. So, am I right? Oh,
No.
I got it right.
Dungeons & Dragons does not have the rights to Lord of the Rings. That's why the halflings are called halflings and not hobbits.
I'm already doing it right already.
Well,
Put me in, coach.
No, you're not doing it right already. Go over there with your +3 to intelligence computer and go sit the fuck down.
+3 to no intelligence isn't bad. It's a raw 3 score that you have to look out for.
I'll make my own D&D campaign with blackjack and hookers.
Hey, what makes you think that my D&D campaign doesn't have blackjack and hookers in it?
Yeah, you don't know if our campaign has hookers and blackjack.
Alright, are we ready?
Dude, put your pants back on.
Alright.
Alright, seriously, we gotta do real work. You go over there.
Oh, really? You gotta do real... Is that what's happening?
Listen, I gotta go listen to a lady's story about whatever the hell is going on, so... Go over there and leave me the hell alone for the next hour.
Fine, I'm gonna go on MJ.
Thanks for the cameo.
Thanks for the cameo, they say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rap critic.
Yep.
We haven't even introduced ourselves. We suck at this.
Well, that cameo was by Rap Critic. Alright, now we can introduce ourselves.
Okay, fine. I'm Leon, and I play Rinaldo, a now level 3 human fighter.
Hi, my name's Jess. I play Jayne, the human druid who is also now level 3. Who was supposed to be played by Rap Critic this week, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that, so...
He can't pull off an impersonation. He doesn't sound anything like you. The audience will be so confused. They already have to keep all of this deep lore in mind.
That's true, you're right. Don't you dare say anything!
You can't just yell at him through the entire show.
Yeah. All right, let's focus, people.
I'm Austin Yorsky. I play Anne, the halfling cleric / ranger. I'm multi-classing
Oh yeah, that's right, you are multi-classing.
for reasons which are unclear to everyone but me. And I guess maybe Johnny.
Speaking of Johnny, I'm Johnny. I'm the dungeon master, which means that I spend a good few hours during the week, basically sweating and toiling over a script and trying to make sure that these guys have fun, and then get to watch them just callously ruin it all. So
I always skip side quests, so just so you know.
that's great, Leon, because guess how many side quests you've skipped so far? 0. Guess how much main quest you've skipped so far?
Probably
About
a bit.
page and a half.
Yeah. All right.
I have a question for you guys.
What?
Do you think a giant octopus is smarter than Anne?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, I do.
Leon?
I'm gonna say no, just to be contrarian.
Giant octopi have an intelligence score of 4, so they're smarter than Anne.
Yes, I win!
I think we'll just do one at the beginning of every episode.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right.
All right.
So you guys may remember that we left in the idyllic town of Rotswald. Everybody's sitting down for a beautiful and freshly cooked breakfast as Beth Robertson bustles around the kitchen with her daughter Kira, getting you guys breakfast ready after having a very comfortable but uneasy and fraught by nightmare sleep in the Robertsons' barn.
Anne's gonna kick Rinaldo in the shins with a 1d4 for guidance.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm giving you guidance. It's
okay.
You can add my roll to your next score. It's a 2. But instead of giving you the butt squeeze, she's tired. She had bad sleep, so she just gives you a kick to the shins to give it to you this time.
What does that improve on me?
Whatever your next roll is, you add that.
Oh, okay.
Presumably, you would use it on the charisma check that you're going to use to try to ask a question or whatever when the exposition stops rolling in.
Okay.
Kira sees you kick Rinaldo and says, "That's not nice."
Rinaldo's not nice.
I am offended. Rinaldo is the nicest. Yeah, you know what? I'm too tired. Fine. I'm not nice, but I should be able to like charisma my way out of this conversation, but I don't want to waste it. So I just trail off everything I'm saying because Rinaldo doesn't feel like it. Explaining himself to a child.
Earl Robertson steps into the kitchen having just heard you and says, "Well, you certainly behave yourself like welcome guests, so I wouldn't say you're not nice."
Are you guys ready to burn this town to the ground?
I just feel like everyone here is like a Stepford wife. Like they're way too nice. They're all going to be like Clockwork people at the end of this thing. That's the twist.
Oh, please don't be another episode of Doctor Who I didn't like.
I'm just saying, one sacred flame or two, we could get a nice campfire going of these people's homes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look at Anne and Rinaldo, and I'm gonna turn to Beth, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so, what's been going on around, like, with the droughts, and whatever's happening in Stone Root, and whatever's happening at the Pikmin Academy, and, like, just apparently all of these things, because we're basically trying to help the area with whatever's been going on. So the more information you can give us, the better.
What's happening with literally everything?
A hand came out of the ground and it broke a tree. It was not good. Hi, I'm Anne.
Beth says, well, we don't know much. We're just simple farmers here. But every so often, we get travelers who come out of town to pick up crop yields, and they tell us that things have been really bad. The town priest, the healer, has moved off to many different towns in the past 3 or 4 months or so, she says, and has just been called to every conceivable town by every conceivable other priest and healer that she knows in order to help. People are getting sick. Babies are being born dead. There are droughts, fires, floods, just about everything. You name it.
Can I get an insight check to see if she's being straight with us about not knowing any specifics?
Yep.
18.
Nice.
As far as you can tell, she's being right honest with you.
I ask, is the priest in town now, or still on travels?
Still out, she says. We barely see her in here anymore. And almost a good thing, too, because we don't really have that much trouble in Rotswald.
Like, what do you mean you don't have that much trouble? Surely there's something happening around the town, even if it's not in it.
Things have been very peaceful.
I whisper to Anne in a way that no one else can hear, "Clockwork people."
Anne says, "Is that a food?"
We'll soon find out. Okay, so
Start to dish up breakfast for you guys. It looks really nice.
Like these people!
I would say, once again, it's too bad that no one prepared the spell to check for poison or magic or evil, all of which me and Jess have access to, and didn't bother.
We were just like, yeah, fuck it.
Either we take all these spells that make us safe, or we could shoot lightning.
To be fair, this time I didn't take lightning. Well, yes, I did. Never mind.
I'm worried that this food is made of people. I'm worried about so many things right now. I don't say this out loud, by the way. I'm talking to you guys. So I sit down and I look at the food and I ask Beth if she knows directions to the Pikmin Academy.
She says, yes, we're all aware of the Pikmin Academy, but Mayor Gillett handles all the interactions between the Academy and us, the townsfolk. What's your interest in the Pikmin Academy?
Oh, we dropped our disguise, didn't we?
No, actually, I dropped ours.
Earl pipes in and says, decent place, done a lot for these town.
So the Pikmin Academy is also good?
Well, I've never been, he says. But
wait, you've never been?
The students and the staff surely behave themselves around, help out, do everything they can to make sure that Rotswald stays prosperous by their influence.
Are you going to be sending your son to the Pikmin Academy when he's of age?
Oh, I couldn't afford the Pikmin Academy. No. Jack will be spending time with me on the farm as he gets older. And he kind of rubs Jack's head and says, won't you, boy? Jack looks really excited to grow up to be a farmer.
Jack's an idiot.
Really, says the person with 3 intelligence?
Anne stands up and she says, we gotta go Pikmin, and she starts walking out.
Yeah, we do gotta go Pikmin. I eat first because I'm hungry, and I'm although I'm suspicious, I gotta eat.
If it is people, it's not cannibalism for Anne, so she doesn't care because she's not a people.
It is a spectacular breakfast. Like, you're talking, farm fresh eggs, wheat, bacon, just brilliant stuff.
Do you guys want to guess how good Anne's table manners are?
No, let's not find that out today.
On a scale of 1 to dirt?
Spoilers, it's not good. Have you ever seen the movie Beethoven with the dog?
Yes.
It's something like
Sure.
that.
All right, and as you're chowing down at the table like that, Kira gets a little playful and tries to outslop you.
Can I roll for slop?
You roll for slop, son. You're rolling against an 8-year-old little girl.
12.
Oh, she gets it everywhere. You get shown up harsh.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
Earl and Beth giggle and chuckle, sort of maternally and paternally and
respectively,
and shake their heads in a sort of a blissful, condescending kind of those kids kind of way.
I look at Rinaldo and say, "It's your turn to bathe her," and I walk out.
My God.
Game recognizes game and gives a small blessing to the child who outslopped her.
Okay. Don't we have to meet with someone who's going to take us into the Pikmin Academy? I thought that was a thing.
Oh, Mayor Gillett said he'd be back round to come get you this morning. He said you
Oh,
spoke
okay.
a little bit to him about the business that you had to conduct in town.
Right,
Yes.
right.
This is really weird that because I'm playing this game, but I am actively trying not to participate in any plot relevant conversations because of my character. So I can't pipe in ever.
You're just sabotaging us the whole way.
I didn't
That's
plan
fine.
for this. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Like, I feel like this is literally our party. Our party is con man, honest woman, child.
You did it.
we're lucky to get out of this alive.
And don't forget the bewildered and slightly confused overlord.
That's true. You're right.
All right. Well, I'm waiting for Gillett to pop up and
To pop up as the
pop
mole.
up. Arrive.
I'm gonna come back into the room and I'm gonna say, Rinaldo, can I speak to you for a second? Do you guys mind watching Anne for a second and making sure she doesn't go anywhere?
Kira says, Anne's fun.
Oh, there you go. There's the answer to that question. Come on, Rinaldo.
All right, I follow.
Can I roll to have fun?
Absolutely, roll to have fun.
I got another 12.
You do have fun.
Oh yeah.
Not like a tremendous amount of fun. This won't be like the kind of fun that you'll remember for years to come. But when you go to sleep tonight, you'll be like, hey, that was pretty fun.
Dungeons and Dragons. It's fun.
So I look at Rinaldo and I say, okay, there's something off about this place.
Really?
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. I look. I don't trust completely honest people, and everyone here is too nice.
I look at him and I go, excuse me?
Look, you're honest enough, but these people are like bathed in sugar, and their smiles are like plastered on their face. It's creepy. Look, nobody acts like this. Something obviously terrible is going on here.
I think it has to do with the Lord's son. I think the reason these people are so cheerful is because either his presence here is protecting the town from whatever the hell is happening around here, like whatever the hell we ran into in the woods, or he's so fucking evil nobody wants to talk about it.
All very plausible ideas. I think they're Clockwork robots.
I don't think that's a plausible idea.
Okay, well,
Anne yells from wherever she is, "What are robots?"
they can't hear us. I feel like they should be able to hear us.
The whole family's right there.
Well, we actually left.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
left the room.
Yeah,
We're gone.
I know.
we're speaking in hushed tones.
I look at him and I go, all right, look, what's our plan of attack here? And don't say disguise, because I don't think that's going to work this time.
Well, it seems like they're inviting us in, so it doesn't seem like we actually have to fight our way through the gates. I mean, we're welcome guests. Everyone is really nice, so let's take advantage of them, which is a thing I do. And we go in there, and we just take a look around, real casual like.
I just don't. Never mind. I would say don't do something stupid, but apparently nobody can kill Rinaldo.
Well, it's tattooed on me, so I'm not saying where. So
That's gross.
It's
Okay.
It's the butt.
it is the butt.
And not like, on over top of the butt. Like,
It's
kinda
like in the butt.
curving like inside one of the cracks, like the cheek.
Look, I could draw it for you, but it would be obscene. So look,
I look at him and I say, okay, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let Anne be adorable and cute her way into things. And we're literally going to pick up the pieces, and any clues that we find, we should reconvene after we come back from the Pikmin Academy and figure out exactly what the hell is going on. If we don't get anything from the Pikmin Academy, I will be really surprised and also tremendously on board with the whole robots thing. Whatever the hell those are.
okay, I'm on board with this plan to exploit a deficient child.
We're not going to exploit her, we're just going to let her charm her way to things.
So use her, right? I get it. So, let's go back in there,
Okay, fine.
and we do.
All right, you re-enter the kitchen. Kira and Anne are, you're not even sure what they're doing.
We built a sandcastle with mashed potatoes.
There were no mashed potatoes at breakfast. Austin.
Oops.
I don't think she knows that.
Oops.
Does this mean we're gonna need a catchphrase for you?
feel-
Did I do that?
I feel like
did
it
that.
should be. I feel like it should be SpaghettiOs, but I don't think that would work within this fantasy
What are
realm.
SpaghettiOs?
Right. All right.
Shut up, Austin.
Okay. We're back in there, and we're. I feel like we need to like group up and get ready to meet with Gillet.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Anne, and I'm gonna say, Anne,
That's me.
do you have all your stuff?
I got Teddy. I got my smacking stick. I got my backpack.
Okay. Rinaldo and I are gonna go. Well, actually, no. Rinaldo is going to go get our stuff. Rinaldo.
Okay. I do.
Yeah. Just grab everything that's ours in there, please. Thank you.
I go into the room. I also look around for other things to take. I would like to know what else is in this room.
Do you mean the kitchen?
No. The room where we left our stuff, where we were sleeping.
Oh, you mean the barn?
Yeah, the barn.
Well, there's hay.
High adventure is trying to steal stuff from a barn.
There's also some farm equipment, like,
Do you guys remember that chapter from The Hobbit when they stole a bunch of shit from a barn?
I actually never read it, so
That's a joke.
I can't participate.
there's a rake, there's a hoe.
There's a hoe.
Is there anything that looks even remotely valuable?
It's a pretty nice hoe.
All right, I'm rolling to find a secret passage because that's the thing. That's the thing I want to do.
Are you flipping serious?
Oh wait, I get plus something, don't I?
Yeah, you get +2.
Okay.
In addition to your
I swear
investigation.
to God, if you roll a natural 20 and then you get a friggin' find a secret passageway, I'm gonna be so angry.
Okay. Wait, I get +2, but don't I get something else?
Your investigation is +0, so it's possible, but you don't.
I'll just do this thing.
That's not too bad.
As far as you can tell, there are no secret passages in the barn.
Oh, god damn it.
That was a
All
15
right.
for anyone who was interested.
Yeah, it's a solid roll, but not the best I could have done. Okay. Well, I don't want to, like,
However,
actively search. Okay. Ooh,
however,
what?
Leon,
Yeah.
however,
Yeah.
the dirt outside the barn looks like it might be dug into really easily.
How much time do I have? I mean, how distracted is the family?
Earl and Jack at this point in time have finished at the breakfast table. They've gone off into the field. They're well out of sight, and Beth and Kira are still in the house.
Okay. I'm looking in the barn. You said there's farm equipment.
Yeah.
Shovel?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a shovel.
Okay. I start shoveling. I look, but I do so in a way that I'm also constantly looking at the door to make sure they don't burst in.
Okay. You find dirt.
God damn it!
You did it!
You son of a bitch!
I love that your constant attempt to try to find as many valuable things from peasants is hilarious.
Is there anything special about this dirt? Please.
No.
God damn it!
No. I mean, it's a little clay.
Oh,
like it's
all right.
got a thick kind of consistency to it.
That's good.
It occurs to you very briefly that if you're artistically inclined, it might be very good sculpting dirt.
I take a little bit of the dirt and I put it in my pocket because I'm not walking out of this empty-handed, and I leave the shovel because I
All right.
can't fit that in my pocket.
All right, you
All right.
put some dirt in your pocket.
I sure did. Take that, kindly people who gave us a nice place to stay and 2 meals. Okay, so we gotta find Gillet, so let's do the Gillet.
Oh, Gillet. It was pointed out that Gillet is supposed to be coming to you. Are you just gonna he hasn't arrived yet because I don't want to cock block your plans or anything.
No,
If you guys
I've
are
got.
oh, let's wait for
Well,
Gillet.
no,
then we
I wanna just where is Rinaldo? Because I want him back in the kitchen before we find Gillet.
Well, I start walking in because I'm done with the dirt.
All right, Rinaldo strides into the kitchen with slightly red hands and, not looking like he has the wind out of him, but he's obviously a little frustrated at something.
What happened?
Oh, and his hands are dirty.
Nothing. And can I charisma roll to make sure that whoever I'm telling this to believes me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so rolling against your ass.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's have some counter rolls. Come on, raise the roof. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Dice Funk roll-off between player characters. In this corner, we have Rinaldo, the charming, roguish, dork.
Wow.
The charming, roguish, impish, gay blade, gay morning stars. And then, in this corner, we have a Jayne, the really easy picked nickname, the Wolf.
All right. Then I roll 1d20 plus 3 to lie hard. Oh my god!
Please narrate those scores.
Oh my god!
Upon trying to answer what happened, his eyes dart around, and he makes this noise that comes up very slowly and kind of goes. Well, and Jayne cuts him off and just says, "No."
For the record, those rolls are 4 and 24.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, "Did you get my stuff?"
I was busy doing something.
Just go get my stuff.
I get her stuff.
You lie so badly that everyone in town knows it.
A shockwave of bad lying.
Beth takes a moment after cleaning some dishes up to ask you guys if you'd like to have your clothes cleaned.
No, I'm good, thanks though.
No. I like my pants and my pockets how they are.
Okay, so have you given me my stuff yet?
Yeah, I get it.
We all have our stuff.
I count the money.
Well,
I count my money.
He didn't try to steal any of it.
I don't care. I don't know that as a character, so I count my money.
Right. I know. It's all there.
Okay, good. And I look at him suspiciously and I go, "Yeah, nothing happened. Okay. Right. Okay, now I'm done."
We're going to wait for Gillett. When we see him coming, or whatever coming for the next scene, I'm going to give Rinaldo another guidance kick.
All right.
4.
After you do that, Kira walks up to you and kind of, playfully kicks Leon in the shins as well.
Everyone kick Rinaldo. We do so.
I only allow Anne to do it, and I kind of look at the kid like, I don't want to give her a mean look, but I give her a look as if to say no.
Kira points at Anne and says, "She got to do it."
It's fun.
I sigh and
kick you in the shit again.
I sigh and I just let her do it because I just feel so weak right now after that roll. So I just let it happen.
Next scene.
All right, so you're not waiting for long, having a relaxing time in the sitting room in the Robertsons' farmhouse before you hear Gillett at first whistling, and then see him through the window walking his way up to the porch of the farmhouse. He knocks on the door, unless you see him coming and you want to do something.
No, I'm good. I feel like Leon's been demoralized.
I'm trying to play it off as Rinaldo being demoralized, but yeah, I am pretty disappointed that ended up the way it did. But yeah, we wait for Gillett.
All right. So Gillett knocks on the door, still whistling, and then Beth comes in from the kitchen and opens the door and greets him warmly and says, "Please come in. Would you like a biscuit? Can I get you some tea?" And Gillett sort of chuckles it off in a way that's weirdly familiar to you guys now. Says, No. Salin fed me just fine before I left the house. With a belly like this," and he pats his rotund front. He says, "I really only need to eat my wife's food." He approaches you guys in the sitting room and says, "Rest well, did you?"
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like a log.
Good. I'm glad to hear. The Robertsons are some of the most hospitable people in Rotswald. Now, about this business of the Pikmin Academy. You still want to visit it? Despite
Absolutely.
the fact that you're small one here is not the right gender?
We don't believe in labels. No, I don't say that. I say yes. Well, we're still interested in taking a look around.
Wait. He doesn't know that we dropped the deception.
Yeah, I don't have my Groucho glasses on, so it's kind of weird that he's super accepting. Just another weird thing about all these people.
I'm gonna look at Rinaldo, and then I'm gonna do like something like extremely out of character, but the way I'm justifying it is that I had this conversation with Rinaldo, and I'm really uneasy about how fucking nice everybody is here. So I'm gonna look at Gillett, and I'm gonna say, well, we're looking for our son, but we didn't bring our son because he's staying with Flay's mother. And I look at Rinaldo and I wink.
I like winks. I accept this, and it says, yes, everything she said is totally true. She always tells the truth.
Oh.
Johnny's just stunned by your guys' incompetency.
What? I got a 24. I wasn't incompetent about anything.
No, I suck.
Gillett kind of nods and says, well, the mother, eh? Does that mean that... And he kind of, like, makes an awkward hand motion between Jayne and Rinaldo, and it's sort of like, you,
What did you get us into, Jayne?
Yes, absolutely.
I think there's some confusion about the nature of your lie.
I don't know what he's asking, so technically I could be telling the truth.
He pauses and kind of like, it sort of leans back a little bit and begins to look just a little bit cautious, just a little bit worried, and then very delicately says, then you must be Lord Fillet's Master of States.
I put my hand on Gillett's shoulder and I say, look, in Pennsylvania, we just do things differently.
We just lie so much that we can't keep track until it becomes this huge thing. It's very complicated. Nothing gets done in Pennsylvania.
Right, this is going to be like a huge farce.
Leon, I'm going to need you to roll for that lie.
That's fine. I got to redeem myself. So same. I guess it's the same roll.
Yeah, it'll D20 plus 3.
If anyone listening is confused as to what's going on, you're not alone. We are too. We've ruined this.
Yeah, it's decent.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's the number? You gotta say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's 12. 12 out of 20.
So he considers your response for a second. Again, still like looking kind of really cautious, and sort of slowly begins to nod his head and says, well, I don't pretend to be a master of matters of state, so I believe you must do things differently.
Can I roll insight to see if he believes our stupidity?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was a 5.
You're convinced that he's completely convinced.
Guys, we just gotta leave. We gotta ditch town. We gotta go far.
I look at Gillett and I say, so, for that reason, we need to go see the Pikmin Academy.
I can't even keep track of what our story is anymore.
No, me either.
Okay, you're Filet Mignon. I'm your master of state, apparently, and we're trying to find a place for your son to go because you're apparently the Lord of Pennsylvania.
I didn't realize that was a fake lord. I just thought it was some guy, but alright.
He assumes you're the Lord of Pennsylvania, I assume.
I have a really fancy-ass name.
So. Can I just offer some insight here?
Please.
Just a little bit of insight, alright?
Okay.
Like, normally, I do not enjoy fucking stepping out of the Dungeon Master shoes here. You guys are investigating an illustrious academy that it has been pointed out to you that commoners can't afford.
Right.
That the lord of the richest town in the region has decided to send his son to. You've told the mayor that you're interested in sending your small female child there, and when he was like, they don't accept girls, you were like, whatever, I don't give a fuck.
We just wanna.
It's like we rolled into Harvard. Like, oh, can we go to cooking school? We don't speak your language. Everything's on fire. Help
So,
me.
I mean, he's making certain assumptions about your nebulous backstory.
That makes sense.
I never should have taken off my Groucho glasses. That was the key to all of this.
Well, yeah, Jayne blew our cover, but then we made it worse. You know what we should do? Just try to convince him that you're really eccentric.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I just want to throw that out there. I mean, we were all smooth until Jayne was like, "Oh, I have a conscience." Ugh. So,
Hey, listen, mister, I rolled a 4. It's not my fault that you rolled terribly and you got caught in a lie.
it's not my fault I clicked a button. All right, so look, let's just get back into this and follow him to the academy. We'll make it up as we go, as we always do.
Filet mignon, the Howard Hughes of Pennsylvania.
It's basically just a farce. All right, so let's go.
Okay. All right.
D&D is fun.
So, still looking a little bit, I don't know, reluctant, maybe?
Yeah.
But pretty, with the plan. Gillett motions for you to come with him and says, this way, I'll take you to the Pikmin Academy. The approach to the Pikmin Academies is pastoral and seemingly genuine as the man leading you. You can hardly believe that the Lord Erlin holds the institution in such trustful high regard, considering how he refused to even confide its location to you. Gillett leads the way with a spring in his step, and that his cheerfulness seems to carry effortlessly, despite his girth. He whistles and waves at his constituents, greeting children attempting to play a game of hide-and-seek on the way. A low hedge wall, about the height of Anne, comes into view, and upon reaching it, the jovial tone of the town, but not its peace, seems to settle. Beyond the hedges sprawls a bare grounds, some 20 or so meters, with no arbor, decor, or detail beyond its grass leading up to a warm yet austere building. Its pale gray is visually more reminiscent of stone root than the warm earth tones of Rotswald proper. With a tall central tower that slants sharply into flat, wide wings, it evokes a somber, worshipful tone. While Gillett unhitches the only gate at the hedge wall, a quartet of young men round the front from one of the far edges and pause to regard the four of you. Their faces are too far away to judge their expressions, but their posture gives you the impression of curiosity and distant alert. Gillett waves, seemingly habitually.
I stop after we go through the gate, and I kind of look at Gillett and I go, I was expecting something more expensive.
He looks at you and says, again, I don't know much about the business of lords, but from what I understand, they send their sons here to make sure they become proper rulers.
I see.
He kind of raises his eyebrows at you as if to be like, to intone that there's a severity to the school.
I see. Well, that makes sense.
He turns around again and begins to move back to the school. And while approaching it, Gillett begins to speak of its origins. I'm not a learned man myself, but the men who attend this school certainly set good examples for us all. Even the founder, he came to this place some 400 years ago, they say. Town legend says he asked just for the land, and gave some hefty favors back to the town. Laid roads, set up some supply and trade routes, and we've never been short of anything since. Even through these droughts and fires and floods, not a drop of water missing, even when other towns are starving and some burned to the ground, leaving nothing but ash.
I poke Rinaldo as he's saying this stuff, and I kind of give him this look of, that's interesting.
Evil cult town, evil cult town, evil cult town, burn it down, burn it down.
Okay, I feel like before the end of this, like, everything is going to be ashes. So, for now, Rinaldo's just trying to keep his cool, and not say anything, because he's, like, worried he's going to say the wrong thing. Because that's been a thing for him today.
We're 50 minutes in and we haven't even made any progress. Let's go. Let's go, guys.
We walked somewhere.
Let's go. We go in.
All right. Upon finally stepping up to the front porch of the school, Gillet moves to knock on the door when it brushes open. A young man, sharply dressed and groomed, pauses his facial expression of surprise for just a second too long, and then smiles in an officious manner at Gillet. Mayor Gillet, what an unusual coincidence. I was just on my way to visit you myself on behalf of Mr. Lonergan. Would you do me the honor of coming to see him right now? Yes, of course, Gillet replies. Would your companions please wait in the lounge? If that suits them, the young man replies, and Gillet looks to you with an assuring but nervous look. The young man stares at you serenely, but with absolute demand in his eyes.
Okay, I look at this guy. Was his name given, or...?
No.
Okay. I look at him up and down, and I look to see if he had any weapons on him.
He is not armed.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
The lounge will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, friend.
You linger in the hall, looking graciously upon Gillet and the new attendant as they disappear up the nearby main stairs at a relaxed pace.
I'll miss him when they sacrifice him.
Soon their footfalls echo away, and the dour atmosphere of the school descends upon you in full force. Incoherent murmurs stir the air almost noticeably, in a dull drone that populates the air only as busily as insects might disturb the surface of a still pond. The atrium you stand in holds portraits on the walls, each of a stern-faced man wearing clothes that one of you might describe as goofy, and two as indicative as education. A stone inscription rests above the doors. Hang on just a second here.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Visual filler.
We have a picture.
That's not ominous at all. Can I read it?
For listeners, Johnny just sent us some fucking moon runes. It's, okay, does it a language any of us speak?
None of you recognize the characters or language.
I only speak common and gnome.
I speak common, halfling, orc, goblin, and abyssal.
I think I speak common, elvish, dwarvish, druidic.
For anyone wondering why I speak abyssal, when I took a level of ranger, I picked up favorite enemy, which was undead. So I chose the language of the demon lord Orcus, patron of the undead.
Give me just a second here, Austin.
Okay.
Because when I wrote this section, you hadn't picked up. Austin, you can read it.
Oh yes.
Oh shit.
Nice.
My plan is coming into focus. Although Anne did it accidentally, Austin did it on purpose.
Okay.
No, thank you for showing me that, because I didn't know that you had picked up Abyssal. I hadn't even had a chance to review your character sheet. I've had a busy week. All right, so Austin, Anne recognizes that it reads, "From the depths come power."
Motherfucker. Okay. I'm trying to think how to communicate this in a way that Anne would, because the game done changed. Anne says, guys?
Yep.
Yeah?
They have a sign, it's in demon language.
They have a sign in a demon language? What does it say?
It says that there's evil under the ground. They're friends with the evil.
And read me the words verbatim. Don't, expand on it. Just
Johnny, one more time.
Well, here's the thing, Austin, is that just because you can read Abyssal, your intelligence kind of ensures that you're not necessarily great about translating it properly.
Because I in character, I took a ranger and I got the language, but I guess my universe explanation was that Avandra blessed me with it.
Right. So the actual inscription, as far as you can tell, reads, "From the depths comes power."
Yeah, so underground, lots of evil.
I love you, Austin. You're the best.
Well, we got to figure some things out about this place. I'm gonna search for secret passages right now.
All right, Leon.
That didn't work.
I am going to transform into a cat.
We're doing all kinds of shit at the same time. Our reaction to finding out there's evil underground is to search for secret passages and just be a cat. So I rolled a 20. Yes.
To be fair, I am going to be a black cat and I'm going to hop into Anne's arms.
Leon got a nat 20 to search for the secret passages. It's now or
I
never.
swear to God, if there's a friggin' passage in here, I'm gonna be so happy.
Okay, Leon, are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So, you're messing around with like one of the portraits, and it kind of feels like there's some weird mechanism to it. All right, so you turn the portrait kind of like 45 degrees.
All right.
And then the portrait remains crooked.
I fucking knew it. all right, gang, Scooby Gang. We gotta find out what Old Man Withers is up to.
I am literally a cat in Anne's arms right now, so you guys do with that what you will.
Anne pets the kitty.
You guys begin to hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Jayne, how am I supposed to explain how we have a cat and not a woman now? What am I supposed to say?
Gillett and the young man appear at the top of the stairs.
I just look at him and I go, meow?
Gillett and the young man appear at the top of the stairs, and the mayor motions for you to come with him. And then looks confused for a second, and looks around and asks, where's your master of state gone?
Anne holds up the cat.
I like moved sideways in front of the cat like a crab walk so that they don't see. And then I say, state business.
Oh man, we're dead. We're dead. We're
Do I roll for it or do they just buy it?
Don't ask if he lets you get away with it.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah, you get your roll.
Fuck.
Okay.
He got a 10.
Okay, Gillett is like, every time you tell a lie to Gillett, he has this moment where he looks kind of like, really? So far, at least, anyways, you know. But then you kind of catch him, you know, like looking around as if he's making connections in his brains, and goes, "Oh yeah, Pennsylvania."
Right.
He's just like, y'all motherfuckers are the weirdest.
Kind of nods his head a little bit, like, I don't get it, but whatever.
Okay. We follow then. I guess.
The attendant doesn't even flinch. Like,
oh.
he's cool, and introduces himself as Steisch. Steisch says to you, "You must be the visitors Gillett's told us about."
Hi, I'm Anne.
And I'm filet mignon.
Oh my god.
You're curious about the facilities of the school, are you? If you will please walk with us this way, I'll bring you to Headmaster Lonergan's office. He's always pleased when people take an interest in the good education we're doing here.
Okay. What is the guy's name again?
Steisch.
Steisch. I'm just gonna write that down.
Anne's gonna call him Stash.
When he starts walking, when he says walk this way, I mimic the way he walks to make a joke, and then I follow him.
Anne does as well. Well, mimicking Rinaldo.
This is great. We are dead.
I'm being carried by Anne, so whatever.
The approach up the stairs to Headmaster Lonergan's office is a musty, drab affair. The stonework inside the building continues to be as impressive and familiar as the edifice work on the outside. It also seems to maintain its formal tone, eschewing any attempt at dressing up its spaces with artifacts of warmth or welcoming. Status reigns king here, you conclude as you approach the heavy, ornate door bearing the plaque Headmaster on it. Your guide raps politely on the door and pauses for just enough time to hear what you can only conclude is a faint or even imagined acknowledgement from within. The door sweeps open creakily, and you are greeted by something more akin to a richly stocked library and laboratory than an office. A thin, aging man with dark hair and heavy eyebrows pores over a collection of books and papers on what might be a desk, if you could discern it from the sprawling mess covering every conceivable inch of it. His eye is raised to you more than his head, as though calculating the exact amount of effort required to observe you in full.
Is there a fireplace?
There is no fireplace.
Damn, I wanted to turn it purple.
Gentlemen,
And kitty.
welcome to the illustrious Pikmin Academy. I'm Headmaster Lonergan. To what do I owe the event of your attendance?
Anne puts Jayne Cat on the floor so that she can do some fucking cat recon. Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell this shit, Jayne.
Staish, get that filthy thing out of here.
No, it's my kitty.
Oh my god.
No stash. Bad stash.
Staish begins to chase the cat about.
Oh, I'm outrunning this motherfucker.
Anne chases Stash around to disrupt that.
We are like actively sabotaging ourselves.
We're gonna die.
I sit down and try to look lordly and regal while all this shit is happening, because apparently, since Jayne is a cat, I'm gonna have to do all the talking.
We're all gonna die.
I tell the man that we are looking for entry into the school for our son. He's not with us at this exact moment, but we were hoping for a tour of the school to see if it's right for us. We are very wealthy. We have an incredible amount of wealth. As you know, I don't know if you recognize me, but I am Filet Mignon, the Lord of Pennsylvania. And we're looking for the best of the best schools.
He sits down and kind of like picks up a paper that the light from behind kind of makes it clear that he's looking at a map. Roll to lie, Leon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, time to lie. I'm gonna do this. Finally gonna lie well. I feel like I should be able to make all these lie things. That I'm like a charlatan, but I keep botching it. Okay, here we go.
What's that?
It's not bad.
It's an 18. 18 for the audience.
He eyes the map really carefully, then looks back at you, kind of squints a little bit, looks over at Staish, who's running around chasing the cat, and Anne, who's chasing Staish, looks back at the map, and says, Pennsylvania.
Oh shit, I forgot that he could check.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's just south of the Southlands, but north of the Northlands.
That's not a thing.
That's beautiful.
He puts the map down. He looks at you kind of disgustedly and says, Mr. Mignon,
That's
a
my
busy
name.
man. Don't waste my time.
So at this point, what's the cat situation? Is she close to being caught, or is she staying pretty well ahead of Stash?
Right now, they're just playing. Like they're staying pretty. Staish is not giving up.
All right, so
He is, if you will, he is doggedly pursuing Jess.
Oh my god.
That is the best pun.
Anne is an idiot, but she's actually really perceptive and she has a high wisdom. So I'm gonna say that she notices this interaction and she recognizes that Rinaldo needs some help. So she walks over, she puts her hand on the headmaster guy and gives him guidance, just so he can feel that like she's trying to bless him, basically.
On the headmaster?
Yeah.
You're blessing the headmaster.
You're giving him more power?
Yes.
I might have to fight this guy.
I'm giving him a 2 on guidance, and then so she puts her hand on him, lets conspicuously gives him a blessing from Avandra, leans in, and then whispers in Abyssal, "We know."
Why did you do that?
Because Anne's not smart. She's smart enough to see that you need help, but she doesn't know what form that help would take. I'm role playing.
I know. I was gonna say something to cover my ass, but apparently this happens. So what is
Rinaldo can't make the situation any better.
I had a good idea, but apparently it's not gonna happen. So what is the result of this, Johnny?
Lonergan, after receiving the whisper, kind of like grips his desk a little bit, not necessarily shocked, because he's a man who looks like he's not necessarily shocked often, but he grabs his desk firmly and says in a very, very solemn voice, "Stop everything."
The lobotomized halfling just rolled up with the black speech. I am the Mouth of Sauron.
This is the best thing. I'm so glad I turned into a cat, you guys.
Next time on Dice Funk.
You guys finally make it into the room of broken glass, and nah, fuck it. I'm done. That's it.
The dirt saved us all.
Hey everybody, Rinaldo's pregnant.
Rinaldo, what are you doing with all those hookers?
As always, our theme song is the overclocked remix arrangement of Shadow's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Dice Funk's executive producers for October are Alicia, Jason, Joseph Timbrello, Wayne Witzke, Brent, Jorrit, Michael Goodell, Viger Arnston, Chris Hargadon, Giorgio Renna, Christopher Charlo, Cody Jackson, August Rue, and Taylor Hoyt. We appreciate all your support, although you are now accessories to these word crimes.